Good morning on day 17. I'm standing in the glory of my backyard, the pure natural beauty of grass growing. Now it's spotty, there's no question, but Georgia dirt is very clayrific. It's clayful, it's full of clay. So the spotty growth, that's not the worst thing in the world. You just gotta keep working at it. Keep fertilizing that clay. I want to say that I am genuinely very impressed with the constant interaction and the people who watch these daily and interact with these. I started off expecting sort of a zero view scenario. So the fact that I have subscribers and people who keep coming back to these is touching, and it's very encouraging, especially when you have to make these on a day-to-day basis. And you're probably noticing that I'm going for a more lo-fi stripped down look. I don't have my ring light out. I'm not making the morning videos anymore. And that's really because life is starting to take over, and work is busy. The stuff that I'm doing with my county politics is busy. The stuff that I'm doing with Georgia Tech is making me busy. So I'm trying to squeeze these in where possible. So again, I really appreciate it. Hopefully I'm still putting some value out there. And really the value is, a little personal diary, something that might encourage you to do the same, or just see someone go through the process of a medium-term discipline. So hopefully it's helpful. Anyway, I'm gonna go run, and then I will see you afterwards. All right, done with part one, and I'll explain what I'm doing here. Because I'm in the middle of the workday, I'm technically taking lunch, but also it's 10:30, so work still comes in. So I did half. Now I gotta go check my computer, and I might come out and do another half, or I might have to actually wait because there's some work to do. So this is a real life consequence of work from home. Health, better health. No, I don't wanna come down on one side or the other. Anyway, I'm gonna go work. It doesn't look like there's any work for me to do, so I'm gonna go out and run again. A little side effect of stopping halfway through is you start getting that runner's high in the middle of the run. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Maybe for the next couple of days, as we close this thing out, I'll start talking more about the running specific stuff, like the runner's high. That's probably the most interesting. However, there's some other running specific stuff that's not so maybe interesting, but I don't think it's palatable for most of the population. Namely, different kind of chafing issues and different gastrointestinal issues that are very well known to the running population, but maybe not so well known to the general population. So let me think about that. I don't know what y'all want to hear, but let me know. Let me know what you want to hear. You can leave a comment if you really think that would be that really drive the clicks in, that really beef up the subscriber count. Let me know. All done. Running is primarily a meditative discipline for me, and I think it's safe to say for most practitioners. And it's meditative in that you have a long period of activity where you have some very specific tasks you must repeat repetitively. And there are a decent amount of variables to that task with how your body's reacting in that time, the road conditions, the weather conditions, all that sort of stuff. And it gets into the minutia at the higher levels, but especially just jogging, the repetitive tasks don't really vary all that much. And so running at the height of the day, when you're super active, your mind's super active, and everything's sort of moving at a good clip, it's really boring. Honestly, it can be very boring. And, the meditation really starts to come in, and you really have to focus, and you're probably not going to run very well just because you're honestly bored, especially like I did when I broke it up. The second time I went out, I was like, why am I doing this? This is super boring. I was just about to, engage with something else or move on to some other activity. And now, I kind of tricked myself by doing that split. So that being said, I think one of the best times to run is probably in the morning before you're really awake. That's not the best time to do, if you're doing specific work, probably not the best time. Like hills, you're trying to work on an aspect of your running. However, if you just want to get the mileage in, you wake up at 5, you're going to be pretty good at meditating. You're probably going to be getting a little shut-eye in between the steps. Now that being said, the issue with running at 5 is that there's some things that your body does to wake up. And if your body is doing them while you're out on a run, you're also not going to have a very good run. So there's a balance you need to strike. What I've done that felt the best was waking up at 5, taking an hour to wake up, and then going out at 6. That worked pretty well. Too early, no good. In the middle of the day, no good. If you're going out at probably like 5, 6 p.m., that's probably nice. But then, your wife and kid are at home like, hey, this is prime time. Where are you at? So anyway, that's just my thoughts in the midst of the bifurcated runner's high that I got. So I appreciate y'all. I'll talk about runner's high in a little bit. I'll talk about some other stuff in a little bit. We'll get back to the big board. So hey, like, comment, and subscribe. There's a reason people say that. I don't know what it is other than it's easy to say like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching. Have a good one.